Hey guys, welcome back. In this episode of In My 20s, I'm going to stay at every Disney hotel with Ryan for his YouTube video, which is already out. I cried watching it. I'm also getting not one, but 2 haircuts, as well as getting Invisalign, reading 4 books, and I also go to Malibu with Bestie Bree, and the humor got extremely niche, so this will be a test to see if any of that makes sense. But let's start at the beginning with haircut number 1, right before boarding the flight to Disney. I'm about to get my haircut. It's actually so long right now. It reminds me of when I was 16 years old. Like, on the one hand, I like how long it is, but then I just noticed that it's heavier, so my hair looks flatter at the top, and I feel like it just doesn't really shape my face that much. And, well, it's dead at the ends, but also it's the last of the blonde pieces in my hair from when I went like fully silvery hair. It'll finally be back to just my normal hair color, which I'm so excited about. All right, let's go see what happens. Wait, I love it. And I got like super subtle long layers. Like, I don't even really see them right now.
Oh, I'm slipping away, so don't let me go, nah, nah, nah.
Okay, so Ryan and I started at Pop Century, and obviously we're doing all this for Ryan's video, so I wasn't filming very much for the first few days. I just sat back and watched the master work.
Hi, hotel number 1.
Hello, hotel number 2. This is the contemporary. What are you doing? We have 2 separate beds.
Yeah.
Which is perfect for us.
Mm-hmm.
This place was amazing, and it is also where I started getting a really bad allergy attack. There's a monorail that just goes right through the hotel, and I'm not gonna move until I can show you.
Nice. That's very nice of her to do that for you guys.
And then I'm gonna finally take a shower. I'm having an allergy attack, as you can potentially see, and I'm hoping it will be washed away. And I'm in the middle of an insanely good book. It's bringing back when I first started reading, binge reading habits, which a book hasn't done for me in so long.
Let me go now. Your love is exceptional. It fills me up.
That's so cool.
Worth the shot, hey? And then our room is just right here. That's crazy. I finally took a blessed shower. It is raining cats and dogs now. So obviously we're here to film a video for Ryan's channel that I'm supposed to be a part of. I think it's the most I've ever been in one of his videos. And I have been hit with like the worst allergies ever today, to the point where I feel kind of like feverish. It's not actually a fever, and I'm trying so hard to just be normal in the video. But I'm gonna take a little break and read By the Rain. This is the book that I was referencing that's so good right now. The Reappearance of Rachel Price by Holly Jackson. It makes sense that it's so good because I read the Good Girl's Guide to Murder trilogy, and it's like a 5-6 star series for me. And then I read 5 Survive, and I liked it, but I didn't really love it that much, so I wasn't even really that excited for this book. And now that I'm reading it, it's just so amazing, and it's so cool because I noticed that all of her main characters have 3-letter names. We have Pip, and then in 5 Survive it was Red, and then in this book it's Belle, B-E-L, for the end of Annabelle. So I'm gonna lay down because I do not feel great. I got to rest for like 3 hours, and I was feeling way better afterwards, which is great because we had this beautiful dinner at a place that was really hard to get a reservation because it has a great view of the fireworks that happen by the Magic Kingdom castle. Speaking of, we actually went to Magic Kingdom the next day. The reason we went to the parks in the first place is for a different video that Ryan was filming. So we were kind of speed running 2 parks in one day, 2 separate days, and then going back to the hotels and filming them. And even though it was busy, it was so fun, and I forgot we were filming most of the time. Magic Kingdom complete. Goodbye, Magic Kingdom. Hello, Epcot. Hitting 2 parks in one day. Monorail to Epcot time. I can't remember if I've ever been to Epcot, but it's the one I've always wanted to go to.
I love Epcot. Pluto out.
Slipping away. Oh, so don't let me go now. Your love is exceptional. It fills me up. It's out of control, but baby, I love the rush.
We just made it to the prettiest hotel we've been to by far so far.
Wilderness Lodge. It's Lodge.
I keep saying lounge. And I'm going to shower and transform my hair from this oily, gross, to this. Ta-da! I have no idea if that transition turned out. I'm wearing the same outfit because I could only pack a carry-on for a week's worth of travel. So it is what it is. Finally, my hair is not oily. Yay, it's not sticking together anymore like glue. We're gonna go walk around the premises. The contemporary that we stayed at is right over there. Look at that. It looks like a Star Wars building. Wilderness Lodge!
Wilderness Lounge. I love it here.
Let's get it! Should pop my Invisalign in. Actually, I don't want to. I want to keep drinking coffee. I haven't spoken about getting Invisalign yet, but one of the inconvenient things is I'm sipping on a coffee right now, and I don't want to chug it in 5 minutes, but then I can't put in my Invisalign because you can't drink this while having it in, so I'm just not gonna wear it.
Your love is exceptional.
to an overlook. You go this way.
Oh, we're going to an overlook.
No, we're walking to the cabins. I want to see
Oh, we're
where
walking
else
to
we
the
can
cabins.
stay.
Oh, baby, I love the rush. It overflows. It's out of control.
When he can braid hair.
Is that happening?
I put my Invisalign back in, so let's see how talking goes while I have them in. I'm currently reading the new Sarah Adams book called The Rule Book, and it's so cute so far. I'm almost 50% through, and I started it yesterday, which is really awesome. And I finished The Reappearance of Rachel Price by Holly Jackson. This book was so good. It kept me so entertained. Okay, I can't do this. I really can't. I'll keep the bottom retainer in, but not the top. This book kept me so entertained. I highly recommend this book. It's like a young adult thriller mystery book. I think I'm gonna give it a 4.25. Highly recommend. And now I get to read a new Sarah Adams book. There's just so many good new releases coming out. Emily Henry's new book comes out soon. I'm so excited for that. Popping these back in. One of my front little bumpers popped off, so the second I get home, I have to go to the dentist and get that back on. It's on one of my 2 front teeth, which is like one of the main reasons I'm getting Invisalign, so kind of unfortunate, but she said it was normal. They can pop off with stuff that you eat. It popped off when I was taking my retainer out, so it feels like maybe I'm the problem. I did it wrong, perhaps. But Ryan and I are going to a really nice dinner tonight, so I'm going to put on some bronzer and get my dress on. I already wore this dress to our other nice dinner, and I brought another one, but it seems to have shrunk in the wash, and it made me look like Mike Wazowski, so we're wearing this one again. Ready for dinner. So the famous dinner spot at the Wilderness Lodge is this enchanted forest type vibe where you get to meet Snow White and all the trolls. And then that night there was a beautiful sunset that I read by, and we got to see the fireworks again, which was crazy. We're now, the giraffe's walking around. We're now at Animal Kingdom Lodge. This is our backyard. Oh look at that dude. He's just chilling. A giraffe was just walking past over there. That's crazy. Me and a zebra. It's our second to last night. Tomorrow we're going to, what's it called?
Wake up at sunrise?
No.
Polynesian?
Yeah, the Polynesian. Oh, he almost tripped. That was so funny. But we actually went to Animal Kingdom and Magic Kingdom today. Animal Kingdom was by far my favorite. We did the famous Star Wars ride at Hollywood Studios, which was very immersive. Kind of made me a little bit anxious, I'm not gonna lie. I got a little bit claustrophobic on that one. Here's the Animal Kingdom room. This one is huge, it's like a condo. I'm about to finish The Rule Book by Sarah Adams, actually. I brought my Kindle with me today, and if we were ever on a bus or just waiting for something, I would read a few pages, and now I'm 85% through, so I'm gonna finish it right now, I think. Ryan and I did 2 parks on like a Friday last week, and then today's Monday we did the rest of the 2 parks, so I'm a little bit exhausted. Little funny story. Apparently I sat down on some chocolate when I was taking a little snack break, and as I was discovering it, someone came up to me with a Tide pen and literally saved my entire day, because the white skirt with the chocolate on the back is not, you just don't, you know, people are gonna think certain things. Okay, I never explained what The Rule Book is about. This is a second chance romance, which I forgot how much I love second chance romances. Nora and Derek dated in college, and then she abruptly broke up with him, and then she regretted it pretty much immediately after and kind of wanted him to fight for her, but he just accepted it, didn't understand what was going on, and that was that. And now Derek is a star tight end of an NFL team. It's a made-up NFL team called the Sharks, which I think is really funny. And now Nora is a sports agent, and she's gonna get her first client, and it ends up being Derek, obviously. Derek doesn't realize it's Nora because she goes by a different name now, and he gets pissed when he sees her because he has not gotten over her a second in his life, which is really cute. So they make a rule book of how they're allowed to work with each other, and the book goes from there. It was really good at the beginning, and this is something that happens with so many romance books for me. The setup is so fun. The angst and seeing both of their perspectives, and you know they're about to meet each other for the first time, and that's really fun, and then they meet each other and you're like, what's gonna happen? But then once you know where everyone stands, sometimes books will just fall off after that, or they'll have a spice scene at like 70%, and then the book is just not fun to read anymore because it just lacks any reason to read it because there's no conflict resolution, or they do throw in a weird conflict that's not fun to read about. I do feel like that a little bit with this book, but I have 16% left of the book, so I'm gonna read it, see if it was still good. Every single morning we've eaten Mickey-shaped waffles, and they're so good. I don't know what's in here, vanilla or something.
They're insane. It's so good.
Good morning, we just got back from breakfast. I finally got an oat milk latte. There was someone at the cash register named Paige. She said she loves books, she loves these videos, and I was so flattered. And then later we were sitting there eating breakfast, and she ran out and she gave me this little dessert, zebra domes. That's cute, it's like animal themed. And I'm such a chocolate eater. Ooh, zebra mousse. Ryan looked out there thinking I saw a zebra. No, the zebra's right here. Not out there yet, he's still asleep out there. Oh, I love them. Our neighbors just came out. But thank you, Paige, for the zebra domes and for saying hi. That was like the nicest thing ever. I was not expecting that. I'm gonna show you my view of the zebra right now. I need 2 hands for this. That would never get old, I don't think. Oh, he eating something. Anyways, I also finished The Rule Book by Sarah Adams, and it really went downhill after the 75% mark. I think I'm gonna give it a flat 3 stars. Definitely one of my least favorite books by her. Her writing is so interesting. I've read 4 of her books now. 2 of them are 4.5 stars, and 2 of them are 3 stars and 2 stars. So pretty all over the board with her. Her books are really cheesy, but I'm not someone who is opposed to that at all. I love cheesy books, but sometimes they borderline not cheesy, but not just not good in my opinion. But yeah, I just stopped caring about the characters and it just felt like she continued writing for no reason. I don't know. So now I must decide what to read next. It's gonna have to be on my Kindle because I don't have any other books with me. And I'm kind of tempted to finish Binding 13. It's like a 500-page book that I read 100 pages of, and it's already on my Kindle, so I'm kind of curious. We'll see if I read that. Can't believe I'm just looking at a zebra. We checked out of our room, so we're gonna sit on this little lookout balcony. I have a meeting, Ryan has a meeting, and there's just one little zebra that we can see. Let's see what book I should start. We made it to by far the nicest hotel in this entire video. This is an over the water bungalow at the Polynesian. Come on in, why don't ya? We have a guest bedroom, the master bathroom, a full bathtub, a shower, guest bathrooms, main living room, that's a bed, an entire dining table with a kitchen. Safe to say this is the nicest villa hotel thing I've ever stayed at in my entire life. We get it for tonight and then we fly out tomorrow. It's been an insane trip going to all the parks. Every single morning we check out at 11 a.m. and then we check into our hotel anywhere from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Stay at the hotel, film Ryan's video, eat some dinner, go to bed, wake up, do it again. It's been like that for 7 days and it's honestly been so fun. I kind of got used to it, but it's been so fun to see the progressions of the hotels, like Pop Century, and then the sports one was just the same exact layout but a sports theme, and then Art of Animation was like a little bit elevated from that, and then the Contemporary was insane, Wilderness Lodge, Animal Kingdom, and now Polynesian. All of them are insane. This was the trip of a lifetime, to say the least. But on another note, I started continuing Binding 13, which I think I read 100 pages in my This Video Ends When I Find a 5-Star video, and I was like, I know that I could like this book, but it's really it's more Wattpad-y and kind of like raunchier language. They're from Ireland, I think, in this book, and their lingo is so funny, but it's very crass. I could buy into this book, and I know what kind of book it is. I know I could like it, but it's just not the type of 5-star I'm looking for right now, so I'm going to pass on it for this video. But I'm on this trip. I finished the 2 physical books that I brought with me, bought the new Sarah Adams book and finished it, and I was trying to think of a book that's sitting on my bookshelf at home, but I didn't want to really like buy any of them on Kindle, but 2 books that are sitting on my shelf at home are part of the series and I already had it on my Kindle, so I was like, okay, this is a nice free option and it's something to get off of my TBR as well. So I went from 16% to now 26%. I still remember everything, honestly, in perfect detail from when I first read this like 3 months ago, which is a pretty good sign, and I'm kind of bought into it more this time. It's about a girl who goes to a prep school and she has a history of being bullied and her home life is really not good. I would check trigger warnings on that, but you're basically following this cast of characters. Shannon is your main girl whose POV you're in, and she only has 2 friends, Claire and Lizzie, and then there are these really popular rugby players at her school who are insanely talented. Like, he will be a professional rugby player pretty much, and his name is Johnny and his best friend's name is Gibbsy. So that's kind of like the cast of characters that you're following, and it definitely feels like a found family Wattpad type of story, but I don't knock those at all. That's not a diss. Those are the types of books that make you feel the most emotion and make you feel the most attached to the characters and like they're real people. I honestly think the writing is pretty good. It's just the things that they say are so outlandish and crazy. But yeah, this is a long book, so I think I will be reading this all of today, all of tomorrow, probably not even gonna finish it from the plane ride or anything. So this is keeping me very entertained, and I'm gonna just try to soak up this experience before we leave tomorrow morning. This was the last day that we had at Disney. Overall, it was so busy, but it was so much quality time with Ryan, so I loved every second. And now we're going to time travel back to when I went to Malibu with my best friend Bree. This was because Ryan was filming a different video in a place that I could not follow him to, so I thought I would get some quality time with an out-of-state friend, and I contemplated leaving all this stuff in because I don't know if it's gonna be funny to anyone else, but let's find out. Just 2 girls in a Malibu Airbnb eating a piece of cake before bed.
The last taste bud before bed can't be savory. It's true. Can't be your chicken taquito.
Cake.
Cake by the ocean. I'm so.
This ain't just one bite anymore.
Whoa. Looking real nice.
Don't lie. Everyone wanna eat the top piece. Don't lie. You better lie. Everyone want the top piece.
I like the frosting piece.
That's what I mean.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's actually really dangerous to laugh while you're eating. Did I ever tell you? I can't tell the story on camera. Bree and I tried to take profile photos today. Oh, it shouldn't be this stressful, but I keep my profile photos for like 4 years, so it is kind of a big deal. We took some with this white background, which in the photo looks good, and then as a profile photo, the white background was, I didn't really like it that much, so.
Why this?
Yes, very much so. We just took a burst by the ocean, so we'll see if that's any better. I think it's better. I'm gonna scroll a little through these. Apparently,
we both look like we got our hair done.
What did you mean? I got my hair cut.
It looks like it's done today though. It looks blow dried.
What the heck?
These pieces.
That's so nice. Bree got her hair done. I didn't. Well, I got it cut last week.
Wait, Haley, show them your sleep outfit. I'll actually start cackling if I think about it, so I'm not gonna think about
Let's see if they find this funny, okay? I have a floral matching pajama set, and it's cold in here, so I put this crew neck on the bed. What?
You're so tired last night too, like.
Yeah, I'm like under the sheets.
Like trying to fall asleep with the lights on.
I'm trying to fall asleep. I get out of bed, and she sees my collar peeking out and just scream, laugh. And she's crying right now. I don't know if this is funny to anyone else, me getting up. Okay, it's pretty funny.
Yes, you didn't do it on purpose.
I didn't do it on purpose. Like, I didn't know it was happening until she started screaming laughing. Comment down below if you think that is so funny. Comment down below if you think that is so the funniest thing that you've ever seen. You would also pee laugh if you saw your friend get out of the bed to go pee and saw the shave accidentally had a collar on. I'm about to get haircut number 2 this month because I asked for long layers at the original haircut, and I want more layers. It just feels like a sheet of hair. I guess it's the only time I've really gotten a haircut and not gotten layers, and I have just realized through this experience that I like my hair with layers. So I booked a completely new person. I've never been to this salon. I've never been to this girl. This could go wrong. Hopefully it's hard to mess up. We'll see. But I'm just gonna ask for normal layers. Let's see how I look in an hour. Ta-da! I did a dry cut, so it literally took 15 minutes, and my hair is kind of oily today, but it's so much better. I feel so much more myself when I look in the mirror. It's perfect. It's rare to be happy after a haircut, you know? So here are my Invisalign. Not wearing them. I hate wearing them while I talk to people so much, especially if I don't know the person that well. But I only have 4 more trays, I think. So I'm doing 7 total, which I think is a really small amount. I had braces in high school and then I took them off. I had a retainer and then the retainer broke. So the Invisalign are for some of my teeth that are crooked, but it's mostly just for my bite that changed. It should be over in like a month and a half, I think. But I can't wait to have a new retainer that's not so gross. My old one would make you unsubscribe if I showed it to you. I think that's it for this episode of In My 20s Diaries. In this episode we learned, always get the layers.